either having to use like public restroom facilities if they don't feel comfortable outside, or going to their own vehicles for privacy. What I would love to see is creating a space that's intentional, that the moms feel that this was created as a space for them, that we're valuing them. I'm Jennifer, and I'm the Events and Communications Director for the City of Reynoldsburg.
I'm Jasmine, and I am the Public Information Specialist.
The ladies are sharing their time with me today to increase awareness about the festival in the hopes to gain sponsorship so that MilkSpace can travel all the way from Texas to Ohio.
I would love to be able to have you guys there, give them a little bit of peace. Walking around in a 3-day festival, and there's a mom here, there's a mom there. It's hot. I think it's just really important that they have something that's a little bit more like personalized for them to have comfort and not have to rush home to go pump. I want them to be able to enjoy themselves at the festival.
There's studies that show that women who are pumping in an area that is quiet, they produce more milk. There's a better environment for everybody involved. And so a lot of data shows that.
Are there specific high traffic areas or family centered zones that Mobile MilkSpace will provide the most visibility for a sponsor?
We have a designated area that we partner with the local YMCA that we have fenced off for kids of a certain age demographics. Families can go take a break, let their kids run around without worrying about them running into other areas. Second, that would be our ride area, which is where I would say we see most of our foot traffic with families. We have 2 really nice locations that would be prominent for visibility, high awareness for sponsors, and just to get that name recognition, brand awareness out there at the festival for people who are going by.
What is the expected total attendance for this festival, and what are the primary demographics of your attendees?
I would expect and anticipate our attendance to be relatively similar to what we did last year, which we saw about an average of 40 to 41,000 people attend the festival. The Tomato Festival is one of the longest running festivals in the Central Ohio area. Last year we celebrated 60 years. A lot of that demographic, we draw upon Reynoldsburg residents, long-term residents who've been coming to the festival as far back as the 70s and the 80s.
Approximately what percentage of your attendees are families with young children or infants that you've seen at previous events?
Well, while we don't really collect data on that, I would say that just watching the foot traffic, seeing participation in our programs, especially during the daytime hours, I would say it makes up 50 to 60% of our event attendees.
Wow.
Lots of strollers and moms and dads and siblings come through the festival. So we do see a lot of families with the smaller and younger kids that visit us during the 3-day span.
What is the weather like in Ohio during this time frame?
Hot. Yeah, Texas hot, but it's hot. The years that I have been working and planning the festival, I've seen a huge range where we'll get into the high 90s. Ooh. We've been blessed sometimes with, mid 80s. And so it's Ohio. We never know from one day to the next. Just this past weekend, I was having a bonfire and the next day it snowed. Yep. It is warm during August here.
So moms will need a climate control space to pump or breastfeed and store their breast milk. I just want to take the opportunity to put it out to the world, to put it out to the universe. MilkSpace was really created for mothers and the baby in mind to make sure they're comfortable. They have an accessible, convenient lactation space where they can just chill out, or if it's outdoors and it's cold, they can get cozy. How does the festival currently support nursing and pumping mothers, and where is the greatest need for improvement in their experience?
Currently, right now, we really just have like general seating areas. We have some accessible areas, but unfortunately, women are either having to use like public restroom facilities if they don't feel comfortable outside, or going to their own vehicles for privacy. We had a partner several years ago with one of the churches. They had put a tent up to create that environment. They were thought of in this space, and including that. When it's a 3-day festival, that's a huge commitment for any organization to participate in. And as you see with anything, we lose volunteers. We continue that commitment to be a family-centered festival. And I think this is just the next step to creating that environment for our community. We always hate when we find out that somebody doesn't know about the Tomato Festival. What that means, they just moved to Reynoldsburg. But we love to see the new families that are moving into the community with their families attending the event.
Well, we do have some audio remaining. We were on the call and we got cut out, but we wanted to just ask one last question for the ladies of Reynoldsburg. Can they share any feedback or data from previous years regarding the demand for family-friendly amenities or private lactation spaces?
I feel that just us being 3 days of walking festival grounds and the engagement with the residents or just the people that are attending the festival, we're definitely seeing a need. And each year, I say we always get a little bit better every year at adding new things, adding inclusive opportunities. We recently added a sensory time to our festival, which we've seen grow year after year, adding engagement to that and offering that to the families here in Reynoldsburg. I think just again, as we see attendance continue to grow, expectations are going to be needed to support family accommodations as well. So we're really looking forward to providing this opportunity and working with you this year.
Ladies, I just want to thank you for your time. I know you're busy preparing for the festival on top of everything else that you all are doing. The goal is to get Mobile MilkSpace there. Thank you again for seeing MilkSpace and taking the time to have a collaborative effort to secure sponsorship for the festival. I hope that this reach is extended throughout the nation. There are so many folks that are from Ohio who are transplanted to different states, different countries. If they hear this on their ears, I want to rest on their minds and their hearts to invest in women, to invest in the city of Reynoldsburg, to ensure that they have a dedicated lactation space for their 3-day event that is going to be amazing. I'm really excited to be able to pull up